Like on the chair, like when the camera's on, it feels different. Like it was hard to talk to them the whole time.
Until now.
Wait, so you guys the whole time, but like now on camera.
Let's remind each other of our names so we don't like.
Okay.
Oh,
You guy, you get.
RadioD.ca, deeply rooted down world. Welcome.
Are we recording already?
Yes, we are. We're not home. We are in the art gallery.
Our names. I really want our names.
Yeah,
we started with your names.
Okay, you'll start that side.
Hi, I'm Silo.
Hi, Silo.
How are you? Don't forget to speak into the microphone.
Yes, hi.
How
Hi, Silo.
what's your name?
I'm Abed.
Abed, where are you from?
I live in Germany. I originally from what you can call Syria.
Okay.
Because I mean, yeah.
What's Syria?
You can't like what's so called Syria.
So cool.
Coming back to that.
Yeah, we are. What's your name, Yellow Bones?
Nzu. Nzu.
Nzu. Just Nzu.
Just.
And your name, lady in the white?
I'm Gabriela.
Gabriela, where are you from?
From Venezuela.
Venezuela.
From
Maduro.
Caracas.
From Maduro.
Normally I say Caracas, I don't say Venezuela, I say Caracas.
What's the difference?
I don't know, capital
Caracas is the
person,
city.
It's like saying Joburg.
Yes.
It's a country. Instead of saying South Africa.
Yes. It would appear so, yes.
All right. Okay, gotcha.
And yourself, madam?
Me?
Yes.
You.
I'm Tabea.
Tabea, where are you from?
I'm from Germany.
Ooh, whereabouts in Germany?
I'm from the south of Germany, but I live in Bremen, which is in the north of Germany.
Okay, North Girls Worldwide. What are you guys doing in South Africa?
Guys, like.
We're participating in an exchange program.
Okay.
Yeah, between the universities of the arts, like HFK Bremen and DUT.
DUT. Okay, so that's your country, and then your university in Venezuela and DUT?
No, like I started my studies in 2015 and it was something related to fashion design or costume design.
Do you want to check if your microphone's on for me?
Supposed to.
Okay, cool.
Check.
There you go. I see you now.
Hello.
Yeah.
Check.
And she's an artist. Or a musician.
Oh, who's an artist? She's a musician.
Yeah, I saw.
So where are you from? What music do you do? Do you play do you produce or do you...
Where I'm mainly a DJ, I would say, and I'm starting my process producing my own things. So it's like I was doing more like experimental narrative stuff in the academic context, let's say, and now I'm moving towards producing more music stuff. Let's see how it goes.
Is that the art form you're here to study?
I don't know. Like I feel like I have a fit in the gallery. I have a fit in the club. I have a fit in the performance, like in the theater. So I don't know. It's quite interdisciplinary how
You're
I
still
work.
finding yourself, essentially. Or doing everything that you like doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like that better.
Apath, what do you specialize in?
Oh, okay. I mean, I do things.
Or what do you like rather? What do you like doing while...
It depends on what I'm doing, or what sometimes needed to be done. Let's say, like, if I'm working on a project, I do it in different ways. Not the same. I don't have main practice. Also, I do DJ, I do sound for my videos, I do videos. It's like, I would also say, also interdisciplinary, working interdisciplinary. Yeah, I would say in this direction.
So in terms of like fine arts, or in the role in this project, so what did you do in this project specifically?
Oh, I mean, I try to work like what I had in mind, but also to be inspired by me being here in South Africa. I mean, we are now in KZN, and the project I worked on got inspired by the first interaction with KZN, which was the 30 Years of Democracy exhibition. It was in October, I think we came visited. and I saw some stuff stayed with me. There was one photography. It was here. It was like a kind of tree, and people sitting under the tree discussing things. And it's the tree. It's a long kind of, it's like in like the whole field, and they are sitting in the sun, I think. And it stayed with me. It was like, like we are like in a digital live exchange, but that was not for Instagram.
Yes.
The image was not like so. It was so appealing image, but at the same time, like
almost like pure.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, okay, what is this? And then I googled it, and then the whole process was they brought the works from the Constitutional Hill in
Victoria,
Johannesburg, and then we went to Johannesburg to visit, and we visited the Constitutional Hill, where also the other, the whole, not only the Constitutional.
The Apartheid Museum.
The prisoners and stuff.
The prisons.
Yeah.
And there I was inspired also by the court, which was built upon a prison.
The prison, yeah.
And I started to research about it, what it is, and then I figured out that there is pattern on the ground inspired by people sitting under the tree, and the shadow on the ground, and also what's happened in that place. Let's say what this place contributed to
the freedom,
the justice also in the country, and I draw from there to work on something, and then the project is still in progress, I would say, but I try to, let's say, include people in my process and have
collaborate.
Exactly, and you can see the video is about a painting hanged in the ICJ in The Hague in the Netherlands. It's about this room also, but there is painting 6 meters by 5.
This is in the criminal courts at The Hague.
It's the ICJ.
ICJ, International Criminal Justice for
Court for Justice.
Yeah.
And it's I printed, have a conversation around it with other, I would say, scholars and artists and peers. And this, it also growed with that direction, inspired by that event, let's say, in the room.
Sure.
Yeah. So if I say it simply, I don't know.
You said it well enough. Moving on to the ladies, I just want to add, we're at the In-Between exhibition. That's where we're at the KZN Art Gallery, and these are actually the artists that are involved as you're speaking about his project. I just want to find out from the ladies. We can start with you, Gabby. What did you do for this exhibition, and you as well, Tabea?
I think similar like Abed, I came without a specific aim or project in mind, and I also departed from an experience that I had as we arrived. So we were staying in Florida Road, and in our Airbnb we have this view to the sea, and so I was watching these ships going up and down non-stop. There is always ships around, and I don't know, I was starting to find ships and ship stories everywhere. And I started to kind of collect these stories, and specifically I wanted to work with one of those, which is the story of a percussive instrument, which is called la clave. And it's percussion sticks, and these ones originated from in the Caribbean. And I was interested in this idea of taking part of the ships to transform them into something else. So these several stories that I collected have something to do with like the materiality of the ship. Like some stories have to do about ghost ships. So I think this idea of like the materiality of a ship or a ship materializing into a physical form, and then maybe disassemble it and transform it into something else, music instrument, tools, or even architecture. So this is also kind of like an ongoing process, what I'm doing right now. And so I collected fragments of these stories, mainly in a sonic way, and I put them together in a sort of collage. And I don't know exactly what is the next step. I guess it's
like
gonna.
a song.
It's like a soundscape, so it's like very atmospherical and.
How do you get to the final sound of?
But how do you collect the stories? Like if it's material, like how you getting that sonic material, like that sound from that material?
So I work a lot with like found stuff. So one of my sources is YouTube. So I go to YouTube and I search for the topic, and then I extract the sound from the videos I found. Like some of them, like one story is the story of the Flying Dutchman, which is kind of like the
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Exactly, yeah. So this story is actually originated in the Cape of the Good Hope. So it's in a way it's like a South African story.
Oh,
so it's
really?
a piece of European mythology.
Yeah. We got a lot of Dutchmen here.
Yeah, exactly. So I was interested in this, like disassembling the ship, but also maybe an attempt to try to dismantle these kind of like European mythologies, or like this idea of like the omnipresent sailman who is always on the sea, navigated, and blah blah blah. So I was like, okay, this is kind of interesting, and so I was looking for what is there material that I can find in YouTube that is related to that, but also I'm interested like in maybe like more informal material that I also found, for example, in Facebook. So there is other ship stories that, for example, when I was a kid and I was in school, we will be doing like theater plays related to like colonial histories, like Cristobal Columbus, and we will be like singing these songs. It's like so twisted. And I was looking if I can find some of this material online. So there is like this kind of like a bad recording, very like just made with a phone, of these children singing this song, and it's like they are telling the story of a very dreamy sailor which was navigating on the sea, and he was very curious, and he went searching for a better world. And it's like these many children singing this.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is so twisted. This is so I'm interested in like fictional, but also other forms of oral storytelling, And
so then when you like how you're asking, when you compile it together, are you taking one piece at a time that's building it, or do you have an idea for it, and then you're searching for those pieces?
I think like first I collect them, and now I brought them together, but this is like the first iteration of it. So I have like, let's say in my structure for creating the piece, I have all these stories together, like whatever of the material that I found. And I think the next step is gonna be to maybe create my own piece of narrative, but I still don't know how I will approach it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look forward to seeing it.
Yeah.
I want to see that,
Tabs.
So it's my turn now.
Go for it.
Oh, it makes me always so nervous to talk about my work. I mean, I think it is quite a shared experience of how we came here and how we started our inspiration journey.
Yeah.
I've never been to an African country before, so it was my first time also getting the impressions of also what the past of segregation has impact.
how was your idea of what you were coming to versus what you found two different things, or you just came with no?
I just came, like I had some impressions like through friends that told me, but I was also like completely
Open. Just open.
Open, yeah, and just getting into it without really having an idea of what is gonna happen, like in terms of the program, but also in terms of what I see. So I heard all the stories from the people that welcomed us and that like introduced us to Durban, and I was trying also, like in the first weeks I was trying to like gather also the idea of what I was doing before, like find like the topic of what I'm working on. And something that has always accompanied me was like the smaller thing being reflected in the bigger thing, and I kind of worked out the theme of entropy, which is also present in my work, I would say. It's like the measurement of disorder or order. And I think this is pretty much like the topic of my work, like mirrored also in social and political
Topics, layers.
Yeah, like how everything goes into chaos, and then like structures are collapsing, and then it has to reassemble again and find a new order. And this is this is pretty much what I was thinking about the whole time. And my approach is super intuitively, and this is how I started with the first work that is here shown in the process room. It's a drawing that I did by covering the mirror that was like over the whole side of my room, and like showing every move that I did in that space. And I needed to cover it. I started drawing, and then out of that came like a landscape or a scene of like chaos, and like also finding shelter. And
where do you personally feel like for you? Are you on the side of chaos or order?
I think
because you're drawn to it. It's like something, either you want to break something, or okay, no, we need to fix this.
No, I think it's like a constant development in myself, in everybody, in the bigger things, in the smaller things. Like it's super chaotic. Then I find myself back getting like some routines, getting some order, and then something happens, and that's like
It's such a personal.
So that's what I mean. Like entropy, like it's a crazy concept. It's in everything. It's
how long for you does like order like usually last for? No, I mean for me it's like maybe 2 months, 2.5 months.
What? That's very long.
And 2 2 seconds.
Yes.
2 days.
2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours.
2 days.
No.
Yeah, I go crazy.
But like, what order we are talking about? You know, like what?
I mean, it could be relationship order, it could be
That's
work
why,
order, it could be any type of
measured.
order.
Your home.
Like, something can be like lasting decades. Or I don't know.
Well, that's what like she's kind of saying is that in everything there's order and chaos, because it's like once you understand that there's chaos, you have some semblance of order. It's like it goes both ways all the time. It's a very basic
Both. You
concept.
sort of need both. Too much order sort of gets like mundane.
Yeah, because
boring.
Yeah.
you can't be spontaneous when you're too
it's
ordered.
it's not fitting to your reality anymore.
Yes.
So you have to
You always have to
change.
adapt to it, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just want to find out, and anybody can answer here, is how does one keep the creative energy, bubble, muscle going? Is there like a system do you guys have, or it's just you work when you want to work?
it's discipline as well, and it's the joy of doing it as well, and also the decision that you made, because it's supposed to be our job, right?
Yeah.
At some point we want to. Yeah.
I don't think people get the discipline part of it. Can you maybe explain a little bit what you mean by that?
By discipline?
By discipline, what do you mean? Like it's discipline. What do
Yeah,
you mean
like for you.
Like for you, what does that entail?
Okay, like discipline for me is that I have to go painting, or I have to do that drawing, even though maybe today my mood is not in that way, but.
Okay, so that's everyone. Sometimes you don't want to work.
No,
sometimes you're feeling
sometimes
down.
not.
Sometimes you're feeling you don't want to work. But like I hear. What
I agree. She says it's the joy. You have to find like the joy in it. You have to kind of enjoy it. If you don't like it, it's not going to be kind of like fun when it's not supposed to be fun. You know.
Also, sometimes I realize while I'm doing, like, it's so crazy. I'm allowed to do that. That is so much fun, and I should do it. I'm allowed to do it, and I have to do it.
Yeah.
I can just do it then. Yeah.
100%. Gabby, you want to say something?
I just wanted to say about the joy component of being a creative, and I don't know, so many people have been talking to me about it lately, that it's like you have to have fun, like don't forget that it's like that, don't forget about it. And I think it's like has to do with like this fight with productivity and expectations that you have with yourself, and like what you want to achieve in what time frame. But yeah, I don't know. I think like this joy idea has been haunting me lately.
Is that when you're in your process, are you conscious of that? Or are you just in your process? Like, are you conscious of the expectation and the what and the what? Or when you're in your process, you're just in your process?
I don't know. There is sometimes and sometimes. I think like you go too much to the fun, and then you go too much to the expectations, and then I think like you are in the like in the ping pong of like, okay, now I have to have fun.
It's a daily struggle.
Yeah.
How have you been finding Durban, man? And South Africa as a whole, I guess.
I'm like from now, like, wow. I'm gonna miss South Africa, and especially Durban. I would say, like, it's. I mean, also for me, I'm living in Germany since almost like more than 11 years, and you know, the weather, the sociality, let's say, like all of this complex being there, and then you move to another context, and yeah, it's like I had my observations, let's say, from here. Even you see the violence is very in your face, and it's very clear. Yeah, but at the same time, there is I don't know how to say it. It's like not peaceful, but
say it in your language.
I don't like it's a feeling. It's not a thing, you know. It's like it's a feeling. It's like between peaceful and persistence and hope and joy. I don't know what it this thing. It's like when you go and
Is it safe to say you feel alive?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I would say
You feel like all of the emotions of the day.
And
for some reason.
you go outside and like you have eye contact with somebody, and like somebody say hi to you. You know, it's like I miss that. I miss like somebody's like say, "How are you?" Even like so random person on this earth, just coming to you and say, "How are you?" Without, and you might not see them anymore in your life. This what for me is like every time I experience this, I freeze.
So in Germany it's not like that.
I mean,
Well, it's only like that in KZN.
it's so impressive It's like just like you are walking on the street.
Do you know you get shouted at as a kid? You're walking and an adult comes and you don't greet. She's doing like, hey, you kid, you don't greet. That's how we grow up.
Yeah, like it's so beautiful. That's why I mean, like with this, this, and then like you can have conversation with anybody, any moment, and people are in a good mood. Even I'm telling you, it's like you see that there is harsh condition, but at the same time also soft, but very soft.
But authentic, it's like authentic emotion.
This what for me, I'm learning from it, and I'm taking this with me. Like it's like this, I will take with me, and I know I'm gonna miss it a lot. You know, like this, just like go on the street, like go with driver and having like very
long conversations.
Yeah, like nice one. Also, like people like, and I like today. I was talking also to the driver. He's like, "What's up? How are you?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm good. How are you?" Like I like something about South Africa that people. I don't know. There is complaint, but it's not. You know, but I mean, like people
carry on living.
It doesn't really care.
That's what I love about it.
It's about joy again.
Exactly. It's like
And also the joy.
they are enjoying.
And today I was joining
This guy.
Abid in the ride, and the joy is also coming from you. Like if I would be in that car, I probably would have like it wouldn't have gone so far. It was like, "Hey, how are you? Good, and you? Yeah, it's fine." And then I would probably have enjoyed like
Your
just,
earphones are
you know,
What's the difference there? Like, is it? Yeah, like I'm guessing what's happening in terms of like perspective in that sort of scenario. Like, what are you feeling like in that sort of scenario? So you're in that scenario, in that car, someone is talking to you. Like, what are you going through in your head? Because I know with him, it's like,
this is cool as fuck.
it's nice, it's cool. Okay, get into that. Yeah.
I had a terrible ride here. He was so annoying. He was so rude. And I was like, he was annoyed because I decided to have a video call, and he turned the volume up because he wanted to talk to me and I shouldn't have my video call. And I'm like, turn it off now, I'm having a call. So annoying. Uber drivers, get your shit together. No, I don't want to take you with me to Venezuela. I don't want a husband. It's all fine.
He was hurt that he saw his chance. He was like, nah, mums.
There's no chance out of here.
There's the girl.
I'm leaving with this
Venezuela.
one. And you guys, any interesting observations since you've been in the country? Either or?
what?
Any interesting like observations, experiences, inspirations since you've been in the country? Big moments that stick out in your head.
I mean, everything's been like experience and observation because like so different.
Like how are the men?
Another question.
I'll take it for my sisters that watch. Yeah, guys, how are the men in South Africa? Honest.
Not shy.
Let's go. Zulu.
At the beginning, it was like that. So, like, do you have a Zulu man?
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
Is that all that they keep asking you? Do you have
Get
a
yourself a Zulu man.
I love it for you guys.
I think you should start doing podcasts with the Uber drivers. I think they will.
That would be fun.
They will be hilarious. Yeah.
You had enough interesting conversation with Zulu Uber drivers for you to know this, right?
In your channel.
No, I'm saying you've had enough like experience doing it. So you should do the podcast for us. We'll just give you the microphones
And then go
And then talk to them.
and talk to
Yeah.
Uber drivers.
That'd be the best.
Yeah, I think
Can you imagine them just talking to like in the street, just talking to
Some of them are crazy. There is this one that he had his old seat was completely back.
like yeah.
Completely back. And then
Did he
he
have
was
his seatbelt
like,
on?
he was like, telling to me like, I don't let anybody sit behind, they're gonna choke me. And I was like, wow, that's the fear, the struggle is real.
So I take the eye contact. So is he looking back, talking to you and driving, or it's just?
No, he was stressed, I think, that somebody really could sit there and choke him.
Yeah.
I found it.
If
Very-
I can add something like what I find also another impressive thing is the readiness of people to dance.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
what? Like people are ready
Yeah.
to move, you know, like
What do you guys do with your parties in Germany?
no, we do parties, but
I've seen you guys party.
yes, but like I mean the readiness.
It's like partying like an occasion.
Exactly.
Like,
Partying,
like music is like an occasion.
no, music is there always, but like to move, you know, like not being shy, just like
Oh, just
go with
to-
your
just-
body,
yeah,
like, just
yeah,
like
okay,
like let this. It's like letting go.
Ah, you grew
It's
up with
very
that, yeah.
letting go experiences.
No stress, but
Hello.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's.
I feel like everybody like kids are dancing at about the age of 2. Like I'm talking
Yeah.
about dancing. Like you can
My
find a
kid is
2-year-old dancing and breaking it down like she's in the
Exactly,
club.
this is what I mean.
Yeah. Same.
It's like the readiness, the moment. Any like could be people just.
hey, because we like
Yeah.
to party, dude.
Yeah.
Yo.
I'm sure it's the same in Venezuela, right?
Yes.
You got that. They got Afro beats up there.
It's really like the vibe is similar. Like even though you don't speak Spanish probably, but like when you go there,
Not at
you
all.
will get it. You will get it like this.
There's also a Zulu there.
I think like the like the humor. I feel like the humor, the music, this readiness to dance. I think it's very similar. So when I am here, people were asking me like, "Did you miss Germany?" And I'm like, "No, I miss Venezuela. Like I miss Venezuela so much because it's really, I don't know, it's very similar in many different
Gotcha.
levels." Yeah.
What do you tell your parents when they call? It's like, no, it's all fun. Or you telling them that you out here living your best party African life?
Or the taxi drivers
The
are
taxi
rude.
drivers are rude. How are your parents like finding you guys being here? Are they like loving watching you grow, or are they worried that you're in Africa?
No, they're excited.
Yeah.
They excited?
Yes.
That's dope.
Like my mom was asking about food. What you are eating?
How is the
there.
food?
It's like what you are eating? What is there? You know, like I was like similar to. I mean, like I described.
What are you eating?
What are you eating? Now I'm
So,
interested.
yeah, like I mean,
What's your favorite like thing that you only eat?
Have you had like traditional food yet?
here.
Yeah.
We have the bunnies.
Yeah, bunnies and.
I guess it's semi-traditional.
Yeah.
It's semi-traditional. I had
Yeah.
like
Oh, we had
super Zulu
In,
traditional.
like,
that one. We had at Unculu's. Yeah.
yeah,
Makulu.
Unculu.
yeah, as a friend, we had
Zulu
we had
friend.
the beer.
The beer.
Like-
Mukombos, yeah. That's
Yeah.
you can play with your stomach.
You see,
huh?
we
You
are.
got a weak ass stomach, man.
I mean,
This guy
I'm
called
not
it
European.
He
Leave me alone.
called it cheese.
No, we had it.
Leave me alone. But yeah, like if you haven't eaten, it can like play with your stomach. Have you ever had fresh cow? Fresh cow, like just slaughtered now cow.
You didn't have that yet.
Sounds crazy.
That can.
That's the best shit in the world.
No,
You
it
should
tastes good.
invite
It tastes
us.
good.
Yeah.
It's just it can really make your stomach, you know.
It's so fresh and it's like
Because
really
it's
cooked.
just-
Oh,
I'm not used to like fresh meat.
so good, so good, so good.
So where have you guys gone? Have you guys gone out and like?
You look like Origin kids. You guys go to Origin, don't you?
Then the
We are London kids.
London.
Yes.
Which London?
And you don't know where London is?
No, I don't.
Do you like home?
Do you like?
Hey, Gomashu. Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys went to London, Gomashu.
Yes.
Oh my god. Did you know that there was a 3-day party there last year?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It was like 4 days
You
actually.
guys were there for day 3 or all 3 days?
No,
the
4
second
nights.
day, the night.
The fourth night you were there.
It was the first
No, the
day.
second.
First day, first night.
First?
night.
How'd you find it?
Insane.
That's where we're from. How'd you find
That is crazy.
How'd you find the hood?
Yeah, like
What are you laughing? It's the hood.
It's the hood. It is.
You're partying in the hood.
We went to went to
The
Kulu also.
intonation.
Our friend Kulu lives there.
Kulu, yeah. He also listened for much.
Yeah.
It took you guys
But it was
partying in the
different,
hood.
the vibe.
That's
But
interesting.
he
It's
he
different,
never been there.
like the different how like nice, or like
She's,
The sun was good.
It's both these two that are uns. I think she's a little bit originally from Germany.
she's a uts.
You uns.
Yeah.
I thought you were Gom, dog.
No, we are.
Yeah, electro, like they
On the beach.
they want to party.
Yeah.
Do you
Tab
like
seems so
Kom?
chilled. She seems like soft music.
Mushroom and some
Like,
jazz, man.
wine, and like I won't say other things. And I'll be good, and like I'll do my thing.
And then you two just seem like crazy ass
Safe
rockheads.
space.
No, but
In
we.
cyberspace.
I mean, we DJ. You know, like.
And you guys
Okay.
DJ'd here, yes.
In Joburg.
In Joburg, we did.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
haven't DJ'd
At a
here?
Kom party, actually.
Did you DJ? Oh,
At the groom
No,
party.
I play a couple of them, but they invited me as a
international DJ.
yeah. But also, I think like Kom is a good space to like bring more experimental sounds.
Yes. So
You know, like,
so
if
you
you go to-
actually DJ groom music.
I just played 3 tracks because it was a Kom party, so I thought like, why should I play Kom?
Do you
like,
have a set like now? If you had to do like a DJ set now?
if I can play now?
Yeah, they have music.
Yeah. Here too. That's
Who
like
never
we
says?
organize parties. That's what
Yeah,
we
we're
do.
not done with you guys yet.
Yeah. There's another thing that we do.
Yeah, you guys gotta
DJ
come
sets.
DJ now. We'll buy the beer this time.
Yeah. We'll do DJ sets. Yeah. All right. Tabs. So where have you been? I feel like you quiet, and I want to know where you've been because the quiet ones are always the ones.
Yeah, Taz been to Mkanga.
Yeah, no, I was traveling actually. I went to Limpopo.
Shit, dope.
Yeah, I was in the bush for
During summer or winter,
during summer in December.
how was the heat?
It was quite hot. Yeah,
It's hotter than here. There's no humidity, bro.
it was hot, but it was like a dry hot.
Yes. Yes, it was
And
hot.
yeah, I don't know, the humidity is a bit more exhausting to me, I think.
You prefer, but you do come
I didn't
from...
suffer. It was
you
hot.
suffer,
This is
yeah.
worse, yeah.
Yes, sometimes I do.
Where you can't sleep. It's just like... it's just
Yeah,
hot. No,
yeah.
I guess that's weird. Like, I always thought everybody prefers humidity. Because, like, my nerves are now bleeding.
It's
'cause,
dry,
like,
yeah, it's so
gosh,
dry.
Horrible.
Yeah.
But okay.
No, it was a good experience. I also went to the Kruger. I saw animals. That was nice. I had
But you
some-
also went
to Joburg?
to London.
Yeah. Yes, I also went to London.
We have been to London, to
Berlin.
Berlin, and to Amsterdam.
Yes. No, that was nice. That was fun.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
I mean,
yeah.
I have. I'm
Can
not
you
just
dance?
one dimension.
Or are you...
Hey?
Can you dance? Or are you European?
I'm European, and I think I can dance as well.
To go.
Yeah, sure. To anything.
I haven't seen some Germans dancing to go
We are
on
German.
TikTok.
They're not Germans.
What? No, they are like Taylor's a vampire, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh, and they're
dancing
like-
and they're like hitting it.
Ish.
I'm
I can't
telling
dance
you.
with Kom, so.
You don't like Kom?
No, not that I don't like Kom. I can't dance to it.
See,
Yeah, this is why.
he did not grow up in the hood.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Dabbled in the hood.
I think this is also why those parties are also like with drugs.
It is drug music. Kom is it.
I mean,
I've
the thing
listened to
is,
Gom
like,
like
I
at
think,
2,
I think
like get drunk.
what Gom makes is it's hypnotizing, right?
Yes,
So at
yes.
some point,
You
it's,
go
it's
to the
just
drug.
Great with the ecstasy pole.
you're one with the beat, you're one with the music, so
100%.
there's no
Yeah.
separation anymore.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
And it's not necessary that people who do those parties are also doing drugs, but what the drug is also doing is the same what the music
It's
is
just the
doing.
same thing,
So,
100%.
yeah.
Like if you get drunk
I'm
enough,
advocating for
if
this,
you get
but
drunk
like,
enough, you can get like I wouldn't say drugged up, but like with Kom, it feels like you're drugged.
Yeah, I think
If you get drunk enough,
three Red Bulls and a go party and you feel drunk.
I know people like producing very like crazy hardcore music, but they don't smoke even like they don't smoke tobacco, but the music they
It's
produce,
crazy.
when you have conversation, like if you don't know them and then like you have conversation and see how quiet
You'd never believe it's them.
and then like you see their production like you are not
is-
and
that
this
is
is I
insane.
think like it's like how you train or like you tolerate
Yeah.
this sound.
Do you think they know? Like I'll see. I've taken shrooms, so I'll look at a painting
Damn,
of like
shroom.
of a water thing, and then it will like start moving. Like
Okay.
the painting will sort of like come like it comes alive. So I always think if the painter
Knew that was gonna
knew
happen.
that was good, like they were channeling, like when they painting, they
Oh, okay.
visualizing that, and that's what's coming, just a snapshot of that. But that's what they're actually channeling. But if you're not high, I don't get how you channeling that, because it's almost like there's like high music.
Yeah.
There's
I
some
think-
music that's made on acid. If you're not on acid, once you're on acid, it's like, oh, okay, I get it.
I know why this guitar sound like this.
Yeah.
I think it's really like training. It's like what Abed
Yeah.
says.
And also joy. We go back to that like what kind of sound do you enjoy? Like like when you listen to like when you are producing, you like put something like no, yes, and then you put another thing. It's like and you build up and like you know like that moment when you say this is what it is, you know, and like similar in any kind of making, doing, creating, like you are cooking.
Yes.
You put one element and then you taste and then, okay, no more, less. I do this. I add. Oh, maybe this can fit. You know, like
Gotcha.
and this and at the end you like what you enjoy. Like I don't. It feels. It goes in this direction. I would say.
Mental elevation. You know.
How is it mental elevation? Or how does it become mental elevation?
Getting loose, like getting loose. Also, like mentally from the things that you make you.
Like transcending.
Yeah.
Almost.
Transcending.
Hate the horrible word. But yeah, no, I get you. Going out of your own ego almost, in a sense. Stepping out of it. Interesting. So as artists, guys, what are your future plans? Start with you.
Okay.
Like what is like?
Okay.
If you do
I would
have-
start with the.
Ladies.
I mean, we don't put this, but I would start with friends. Tabea, maybe?
My plans, my future plans.
Yes.
So right now I'm still enrolled in the program. So I'm gonna do my diploma this year. Then I will continue with my further.
Are you gonna like, what is it, studio person, going into corporate? What do you see yourself doing in 10, 20 years?
I really like the idea of traveling and doing residencies.
Oh, really?
Good luck.
Yeah.
Why you seem nomadic? You like not staying in one place. Why is that?
Actually, I don't think I'm the person who doesn't like staying in a place. But it brings me excitement to think about the possibility of just getting to know other places and like having this focus, and also getting further inspiration to develop work and to challenge myself in this and to
You want to live fully,
grow.
essentially.
Yeah, I also
She
want
likes
to,
chaos.
I want to. Yeah, I would like.
She
to
likes
grow.
chaos. Everything is chaos. Like, no, this is too
Don't say I
boring
like
now.
chaos. This is
I can handle being at home, but it's too much home now.
Too much home now.
Do you like chaos or you
No.
fight chaos?
I think I'm trying to escape from chaos.
Oh, do you discover yourself in chaos?
I do sometimes, but I think
Do you feel
it's-
normal in chaos?
No, I feel disrupted.
Okay.
Okay.
Then you're still a bit sane.
Yeah.
You're
You're still a bit sane, yeah.
You're okay in the head.
It's just like traveling. It's just like traveling.
It's just a traveling. Yeah. Go.
Am I? Am I? Me, my future plans, I don't
If you
know.
have any, if you've thought that far.
I am hoping to have a long-term thing with South Africa. I really want to come back.
Yeah.
That's one thing. And the future, I don't know. I think like being here makes me think about having an easy life on the coast. I don't know how I'm gonna do
Are you
that
from a
and
coastal
earn
town
money and
in
be an
Venezuela?
artist.
Is there a beach in Venezuela? Sorry, I can't see it on the map in my head.
It's great.
Is there a
Great
beach? Is it
yes,
crystal?
Caribbean,
Okay.
of course.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I don't know. I need to finish my master's.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 31, and you?
I'm 33. I'm older than you.
33, and you?
35.
35?
No, you're 34, nigga.
34.
Yeah, you're 33 right now.
Yeah.
Please leave me alone. I'm 35. I'm 34.
Yeah, I'm turning 35 this year.
Yeah. Which is 35, nigga?
Yeah, I guess.
Sorry.
34 and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, like grade 1. I'm 8 and a half.
Love it.
Back to you.
Yes.
Future plans. I mean,
South African wife.
Yeah, Zulu
Zulu
girls.
man.
Zulu girl.
Hey, you didn't ask me how are Zulu girls?
hey, I mean, people are
Beautiful.
and nice and
Yeah.
How they different?
I'm not how they are different. Like I talked like we like the good mood.
Oh, good mood. Oh,
Humor.
Yeah, I mean like in general, literally. Like in general, people are in good mood. Even
Laid
I'm telling you,
back.
it's like you
Even the
see there
ladies.
is like very imbalance in front of your eyes, but people are still.
I keep thinking, how's Germany?
I'm so sorry. I'm
curious.
I'm so curious because it's like
we are
good
not
mood.
complaining about Germany, but we are
It's just saying it's
enjoying
great.
it.
Yeah,
You know,
I
it's
got
like
you.
we don't want to put our energy in the negatives.
Gotcha, okay,
You know,
I
like
understand,
we
I
are enjoying
understand.
here because this is joyful.
Got you.
This is like this what. And like, I wish also like to have connection with here in my future and be able to come, do things, have this kind of conversation like on eye level. I don't know if you will take it a bit also in like bigger context is just being together like in this moment and having conversation. This conversation you can have it outside and you can have it with a lot of people, you know, like very honest moment of talking and people trying to understand you and you try to understand them, and that's what I appreciate. Even I'm telling you, it's like you see the imbalance, you see that, but this is impressive. It's like nobody trying to hostile you in a way, nobody, which is different. Where I, like, you know, like you know, it's like
I get you.
this is like very. I don't know. You can be
Human.
that. Yes,
It's just
like
human.
really, like it's like learning experience also. How like you sometimes wonder like how to, but yeah, like future things. I continue my study and I think I'll keep my pace and I will get take a lot of things from this city, from its complexity and yeah, I mean like I will keep participating in like through my practice and let's say what we are talking about, like to learn from this place, maybe take something to another place and bring something from another, you know, like to build this, make things
Gotcha.
better and like connect together and have this mutual understanding and pave path to each other. I mean this,
It's so crazy. Like all you guys, I haven't heard anyone like speak about their arts in the sense of like making money or.
Have you talked to, like, is that what South African artists always talk about, money, or?
Not necessarily, but it's like.
We hear it a lot still.
Yeah, like it almost sounds like just like there's a. I won't say there's a. Almost like a purity of self-discovery in a sense. The way you guys approach your work or your process when you're talking about it. Like it's not driven by any other agenda outside of like passing. I mean, you're still in school. so you have to pass. But like, there's not that thing. There's not that niggling thing of, it's controlled by rent, or it's controlled by this, or it's controlled by this. There's like just like an explorative just approach to it. Where it's like wherever it lands, it lands.
I think I wouldn't romanticize it like that much. I think those aspects are always important because we also need to live. But for me, it's there's also something about that. For me, it's important to get into the depth and like this compact essence of what I want to like communicate.
In the context of it being like functional in the sense that you can live off it, or just in the context of just it working for you, like you understanding it?
I think it maybe comes hand in hand. I don't know.
Okay,
Like,
that's fair.
like getting the full rich essence of the creation or of the work is probably also that is affecting, like in a good way, like in a successful way, and it leads to further possibilities, and then also financial effect.
Financial stuff. If people want to check out your guys' work, I know it's available here until the 16th of March. If this is posted before then, but if people want to check out any of your other works, do you want to share where they can find you?
Like your Instagram.
Starty.
I have an Instagram. It's tabe.ja, like Tabea. But I also have a website which is still under construction. It's tabeaerhart.de, like .de.
You're going to have to send it to me so I can put it in the description.
Okay.
Yes. Next.
Can I say the thing like, follow me on this link?
Yes, you can.
And then
wanna
you will
do
put
that?
the
And
link.
you put the link.
Slu, it's your
Follow
episode.
me in
You're
this
editing
link.
Oh, you gonna send me the link?
Put it one more
If she
time.
sends me the link. If it's not in the link, she would send me the link.
But I actually, like, before we come to like this closing, I actually like to also know what your both takes is on like this.
On the financial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking like when you asked, it's nice. Like I mean, I'm happy you brought it. I feel we know this struggle. We always talk about it in a smaller circle, but I think like when we talk about it, the more we talk about it, the more we get conscious about we should sustain it, like in any way. Like, okay, I will go work, make something else to be able to sustain my. Because I know
art is a hobby.
No, not a hobby. Because I know I cannot. Like it's very hard to make life out of art, especially when you are not selling. You know, like your work is. It's kind of like it's like discursive work. So either you become dependent on institutions and fund and grants and this is it's also step by step to be able to sustain it. But at the same time, you say, okay, I will go find job, like half time, whatever, and live from it. And this what I'm doing. I will maybe like it will affect my practice, not fully. But I will, as I said, like keep my pace in that direction, and that's, I think, where you find the balance between like this economical aspect and the practice.
Okay.
Gabs.
You Gabs.
I was also thinking about, like at the moment, because we are practicing in Germany, so we are kind of subconsciously, maybe when we talk to you, what you can see is that we live in a system which has like a functioning, in a certain way, functioning institutional support for artists. So there is a lot of grants from cities, from the state, from the country, and also like Europe-wise. So I think that has definitely an impact into how we speak about monetizing from our works, especially like how Abed says, like we work more discursive, so like it's not really like objects that somebody can purchase, and I guess that makes you a little bit dependent on such a grants or maybe even initiatives that are not necessarily tied to governments, but that they can provide for certain artists some sort of funding. And yeah, I guess like in my personal case, I don't know, how can you call it, like creative? I'm a creative worker as well, so I do my art or my pieces, and then on the side I do sound for here, or I do photos, or I do videos. So I'm tied to the creative sector, and that's how I can afford to finance art making. Survive, yeah.
Amazing. And you, sir, where can we find your stuff?
Oh,
The link and this link.
Yeah, I like in one website, I would say.
Yeah, website.
Yeah.
What's it called?
abdultammaa.com.
Send it to me too.
I want to say also my website.
Yes.
I don't want to do the link thing.
Your website, Gabs.
Because the thing is not happening.
Lazy anytime. I'm joking.
But say
Say it just in case.
the whole time.
Wait,
Your website.
it's gvaldespino.xyz.
What? Repeat that?
Play that in slow motion, guys.
Yeah.
It's G. Find me on Instagram.
As?
Oh, that's even worse. It's Gab_VLDSPN.
She got that.
I'm
That's not
sorry.
bad. That's not bad. You can
Just say name is
Yeah,
Valdez.
that's not bad.
Your surname is Valdez.
And where will we find you?
Valdespino.
How will we find you?
How will you find us? We'll find you on Deeply Rooted the World and RadioD.co.za.
Follow us.
Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for inviting us to
Thank you for the invitation.
Oh man, yeah, it was fun. We'll see you guys. Hopefully, you two guys.
At Amsterdam.
Yes.
And Amsterdam and Berlin. And
And London.
And
Yeah.
maybe London.
You guys can take me to London.
And Bremen.
Caracas.
Come to Germany. Have you been in Europe?
I've been once. I was in Germany for 20 minutes.
20. Okay.
I went to McDonald's. I was in Switzerland. We went to McDonald's.
Where did you go?
I was in Basel. Then I went to Cannes. Then I went to Germany for
Okay.
like 2014. It was a while ago.
What were you doing?
I went to go get an award somewhere.
Ooh.
Okay, guys, bye.
Was this a live show? No, you will edit, no?